through their course, obviously the students will be doing exams, and we have to, one of my roles and responsibilities is to arrange exam access arrangements, to make sure those exam access arrangements are in place. The basis for that would be the initial assessment. That's the proof that the examining authorities require that that deaf student may require extra time, communication support from a communication support worker, and a separate class if needed.
Another thing that I'm very keen to do at the moment is to find alternative methods of assessment, not just for exams but for coursework and assignments as well. And I'm going to be talking to CASH, which is the organisation which covers the childcare qualifications, as well as JCQ, which I believe stands for the Joint Curriculum Qualifications Organisation, but I'm very bad at initials. It's JCQ which regulates the way exams are conducted. So there are various ways of assessing students and various concessions which they may be able to have. One that's come up recently is this business of an oral language modifier, and I need to be asking specifically what that is, what that represents for a deaf learner. It suggests that language can be simplified before the exam. So in other words, once you've told the exam board that here's a learner who needs that concession, the exam paper can be modified in advance by, this is who I don't know, I don't understand. The suggestion I would have thought must be that it should be modified by a highly qualified CSW who understands the complexities of the learner as well as the subject. But that's something I'm going to ask about. Another issue that's come up, certainly with regard to this particular student and her childcare requirements, is that next year she will need to show evidence of practical competence. So there will be a lot of practical sessions, which would normally be ticked off by an observer. Again, I need to ask CASH on this occasion what it is they'll require as evidence of her having shown that particular competence in a particular field.
We can advise our deaf students, if they're having problems with their written English, is to put their assignment work onto video, and they sign their assignments, and then we can provide a voiceover with the tutors or the communicators, and present this to the tutors, and a lot of the examination boards are very happy to accept this as well. So they have found, our deaf students have found this very, very useful and a lot better, and they feel more confident in putting it onto video and signing it than they would in the written word, because they can express themselves as they want to express themselves, and they're not held back by their limits in English language.
I really must emphasise, though, when assessing a deaf student's work whose first language is British Sign Language, that this is clarified at the very beginning with the examination board. A lot of qualifications have embedded communication skills, and we've got to remember that their communication skills are different.